America's not a losing nation. America's winning. As I stand here today, I can honestly say I've never been more optimistic about America's future in my whole career. I know how to tell the truth. When you get knocked down, you get back up. I know what it'll take to bring this economy to everybody. I give you my word as a Biden, I would not be running again if I didn't believe with all my heart and soul I can do this job. We've never fully lived up, and I'll be damned in the year 2024, just 2 years. Just 2 years before the 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence, that I'll let Donald Trump walk away from it. We're the United States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity. Nothing.
This is my video update on this Saturday, midday, June the 29th. Let's talk about some news. And let's start things off with an admission on my end, an admission and an apology. Because I misinformed everyone on my video update from yesterday, where I talked about the Trump-Biden debate, and I made it appear as if Biden had a catastrophic debate performance because of his deteriorating health or mental state, and that was wrong on my end. And I want to apologize to everyone that is watching this video. That was misinformation on my part, and I'm very, very sorry. Very sorry. I hate it when I misinform you guys. I really do. But look, the information came out, and I just failed to. I don't know what happened. I just failed to find this information. I didn't research enough. I don't know, but the information came out that according to Axios, Biden did poorly in the debates because he was overprepared. That's why he did poorly in the debates. Oh, and CBS News said that Biden also had a cold. So he was overprepared and had a cold, and that is why you saw him performing so miserably during the debate with Trump. Overprepared with a cold. Yep. That's what they tried to get away with yesterday. That is the excuse they tried to get away with, and you know what? No one was buying it. Axios tried. Axios tried. I have to hand it to them. That's a good one. Overprepared. That is a good one. Bravo, Axios. Bravo. I like that. Overprepared. The Biden had a cold from CBS News. Come on, guys. You could do better than that. You could do better than he had a cold. Come on. But the overprepared, I like that. I really, really like that. Yeah, it happens. When you overprepare, you mess up a whole bunch. It happens all the time. When you overprepare, you know? You overprepare, you practice, you memorize your lines, you go over the questions, which I'm sure were handed to the Biden team well ahead of time. He was preparing for 7-8 days at Camp David, from what I understand. But yeah, he overprepared. Just overprepared, you know? Happens. It absolutely happens. Happens to me all the time. For this video, I've been preparing for 7 days to record this video. That's right. I've been preparing for 7 freaking days to record this video this Saturday midday, afternoon. I've been preparing for this moment. And sometimes when you over prepare, you freeze up, you forget things, you lose your train of thought. It happens. That's what happens when you over prepare. And I've been worried that perhaps I might have over prepared for this video recording, and I don't know, I just might forget what I have to talk about in the news today. Sorry, where was I? What was I saying? Anyway, who knows? I forgot what I was saying. Boy. Bravo, Axios, bravo. So he overprepared. That's one excuse that they tried to run with. No one was buying it. He had a cold. No one was buying that. And then you had Obama and Mika Brzezinski from Morning Joe. They ran the excuse. It was just a bad debate night. It happens. We have those bad debate nights. It's just a bad night. It happens. Just a bad night. Let's get over it and let's move on. That was what Mika Brzezinski and from Morning Joe and Barack Obama said. Now Mika she actually is getting behind this excuse. She actually supports Biden. She, both her and Morning Joe Scarborough, they absolutely are all in for Biden, right? Joe Scarborough said 1 or 2 weeks ago that Biden is sharper than ever. I think he said he's sharp as a tack. As a tack, that's how sharp he is. and they're all in for Team Biden. So they're really getting behind this. It was a bad night excuse. Here's what Joe Scarborough posted on Twitter X. Mika strongly disagreed with my opinion that the president should consider withdrawing from the race. She rightly believes that Joe Biden's bad night is nothing compared to Trump's terrible decade. So there you have it. If Mika says it was a bad night, America, Mika says it was a bad night. So, get over it. Get over it and move on. If Mika says so, well, then it must have been a bad night. And it doesn't compare to Trump's awful decade. So I guess Joe and Mika, I think they're married. They're definitely a couple. But no, they're married. They're married. And I guess they were having an argument, I don't know, over dinner or something like that. And Joe Scarborough was probably saying, Biden blew it. It's time for him to step aside. And then Mika told Joe, no, Joe. No. It was just a bad night. You're right, Mika. It was just a bad night. It doesn't compare to Trump's awful decade. You're right, Mika. It doesn't compare to Trump's awful decade. Let me tweet that out. We do live in a cloud world. Now, Obama's a different story. Let me read you what he posted on Twitter X. Bad debate nights happen. Trust me, I know. But the election is still a choice between someone who has fought for ordinary folks his entire life and someone who only cares about himself. Between someone who tells the truth, who knows right from wrong and will give it to the American people straight, and someone who lies through his teeth for his own benefit. Last night didn't change that. And it's why so much is at stake in November. Now, Obama does not like Biden. We know that. The whole Obama clan, they do not like the Biden clan. That's not a secret. So Biden is running with the bad night excuse. It was a bad debate night. Trust me, I know. That's what Obama is saying. But what Obama is doing is he's being clever, sly Obama. Because we know, everyone knows that Obama, his clan, Clinton, Pelosi, Schumer, they're trying to figure out a way to get the Biden family to step aside. They're speaking to Dr. Jill. They're speaking to Biden's handlers. They're trying to figure out a way to exit Biden. And it's tricky. It's tricky because from what I understand, Biden has primary delegates that have voted him to become the candidate for the Democrats. There are certain states, I believe 4 or 5 states, which said it's too late to switch Biden out. You can't have a new candidate for president, so it's going to be tricky. But you know that Obama and Clinton, Pelosi, Schumer, they're trying to exit Biden. So what Obama is doing here is he's doing what Obama always does. This is classic Obama. He's going to make it seem like he's with Biden, with Team Biden, but behind the scenes, he's going to be working to remove Biden, to throw Biden under the bus. And when Biden is thrown under the bus, if and when Biden is thrown under the bus, well, it wasn't Obama's fault. I supported Biden, you see. I tweeted it out. I didn't want this to happen. This is classic Obama. Don't blame him for anything, even though he's in the shadows doing everything. Classic Obama. So yeah, it was just a bad night, bad debate night. Trust me, I know. We tortured some folks. It happens, you know. That's Obama. We tortured some folks. Hey, you know, it happens. Obama, man. Anyway, there's a lot of music in this direction. So I'm gonna lower the volume just a bit because of the music, but I just want to show you this little home right here. Russian, English, Chinese. Mm-hmm. The chambers of the Romanovs. A friend the other day told me to check this out. The chambers of the Romanovs. So the media, most of the mainstream media, is out in full force calling on Biden to go, calling on the Democrats to replace Biden. The Biden campaign, they're pushing back. They issued a statement yesterday, and they said that Biden isn't going anywhere. That is what the Biden campaign said. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. This is exactly what I was talking about yesterday in my video update. Because Biden didn't implode in a big way, because Jake Tapper saved him. He stepped in when Biden was about to completely collapse. In front of the whole world, Jake Tapper stepped in, and he moved on to Trump. He said, okay, thank you, President Biden. Trump, your turn. And Biden was about to completely freeze up, collapse in front of the whole world. And because that didn't happen, the debate was a catastrophe for Biden, but you didn't have the huge implosion. If they had that huge implosion, as I was saying yesterday, then the Biden family, the Biden clan, would not be able to do anything when the calls came in to tell them to step aside. Actually, the Biden family would probably have to say, okay, yeah, Joe's done. So now you have the Biden family and the Biden clan. They're saying, no, it wasn't that bad. Biden's not going anywhere. Joe's not going anywhere. We can get past this. And they even said in their statement that Biden is looking forward to debating in September. Get that. He is looking forward to a September debate. So someone told me that this is the old English, the English court, the English house. And I think Queen Elizabeth came here, I believe 2 decades ago, in a ceremony for this specific residence. I'm probably saying it wrong. Anyway, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. I'm not the best tour guide. So an implosion would have been the best thing for the Democrats, for the Biden family as well, because this is becoming elder abuse. And would it be the best thing for the U.S.? That I don't know. That I don't know. Depends who you ask, I guess, because the list of people being talked about to replace Professor Biden, not good. Not good at all. Michelle Obama, Gavin Newsom, who else? Gretchen Whitmer. Those are some of the names being talked about to replace Biden. Not a good list of names, huh? The next person is always worse. Always. That's just a general rule. But yeah, the Biden campaign is saying we're not going anywhere. I need to find some shade. It is hot today. But the mainstream media, they're out in full force. Get rid of Biden. Get rid of Biden big time. Time magazine's cover is Biden walking away with the title Panic. Panic, that's it. That's what they're saying, panic. The New York Times, they put out an article from the editorial board. This is from the editorial board. To serve his country, President Biden should leave the race. And the Washington Post, they put out an article, 10 options if Democrats actually try to replace Biden. Here's some shade. Let me read you the 10 options underneath this tree. Thank God for trees. Let's see. The possible options, according to the Washington Post: Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama, Gretchen Whitmer, Pete Buttigieg, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, Colorado Governor Jared Polis, Gavin Newsom, Georgia Senator Warmack, Minnesota Senator Klobuchar, and Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. The Washington Post notes that Kamala Harris is as unpopular as Biden, and Gretchen Whitmer is the ideal candidate, according to the Washington Post. Josh Shapiro, despite his popularity among Trump supporters, is more likely to be seen as a 2028 candidate. Michelle Obama has shown no interest in the election and has a difficult relationship with the Biden administration. Bild, however, is pushing Michelle Obama. Germany's Bild is pushing for Michelle. What America needs is a strong woman who sweeps the old out of the race, one that stands up to freedom destroyers. Yeah, that's exactly what America needs, according to Germany's Bild. Michelle Obama doesn't want it, but who knows? Maybe she'll be pushed into it. Let's go this way. Maybe they'll convince Michelle Obama to do it. But Harris, that's the one person that is more unpopular than Biden is Harris. Is Isn't that ironic that the one person that can quickly replace Biden, that should replace Biden, the vice president, is even more unpopular than the Biden option? That's crazy. That is crazy. And Gretchen Whitmer, wasn't Gretchen Whitmer the governor? She's the governor of Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. But didn't she lie to the FBI or something like that in some sort of sting operation, some sort of fake like sting operation, and she was going to be kidnapped, and it was all bogus? Yeah, that's the person to replace Biden. All bad options. Every single one of them. Bad options. So, some accounts in Ukraine, social media accounts, they have a solution to help Biden win. Yep, they have a solution. Defeat the Putin. That is their solution. Defeat the Putin, and then Biden wins. I saw this on Slaviangrad. Biden's only chance left to not lose to Trump is to kick Putin's ass in the remaining 4 months. Moreover, thoroughly and irrevocably. He has the means for this, and he can give them to Ukraine. If he doesn't do this, then he's just a loser. Yeah, that's a good plan. Start World War III. that's a plan. It's a plan. We're all gonna die in a nuclear war, but hey, at least Biden doesn't lose, right? So that's coming from some Ukraine social media accounts. I wouldn't take these accounts too seriously. Not the best analysts. So what else? What else? Should we move on? Let's see here. Biden was in North Carolina with the President of the United States, Dr. Jill Biden, because it's now obvious that Dr. Jill is pretty much running most of the show. I don't know if she's making policy decisions, but she's definitely the woman behind the shadow of a man, if that's the right phrase, if that's the right expression. She was speaking in North Carolina. She's got energy. She's got a lot of energy. I'm not sure about her fashion sense, wearing a dress with the words "vote" all over it. I don't know about her fashion sense, but she's definitely got energy. Much more than Biden, that's for sure. And Biden looked lost again. He looked completely lost in North Carolina. Trump was also speaking. I forgot where he was speaking. I forgot the city, the states. But Trump said that we don't have to. The United States does not have to be enemies with all of these countries like Russia and North Korea and China. There's no reason to be enemies. There's no reason to start wars. That's what Trump said at a speech following the debate. Gavin Newsom. Everyone's talking about Gavin Newsom, by the way. He was actually at the debate. He was at the debate giving commentary. What does that tell you? And he came out in full support of Biden, which tells you when he comes out and he gives all his support to Biden, that tells you that Gavin Newsom is ready to throw Biden under the bus, or he's waiting for the Democrat machine to throw Biden under the bus. And he's hoping that he's picked as the candidate for president. And then he can come out and say, well, they picked me. It's a shocker. It's a surprise to me. I was supporting Joe. I was supporting Joe all this time, and And I'm sad that they decided to have him step aside, and I will reluctantly accept the nomination. That's Gavin Newsom's play. I heard Mark Dice talk about this, and he nailed it. He said that Gavin Newsom is positioning himself as the reluctant candidate for the Democrats, the reluctant candidate. Well put from Mark Dice. All right, let's talk Project Ukraine. And Elensky, he is talking about a peace plan. That's right. He's also talking about battle plans for another counteroffensive. So he's talking a little bit of peace. He's talking about preparing battle plans for NATO at the meeting in July. Elensky's mixing it up. He is mixing it up. So he was in Kiev meeting with the president of Slovenia, Natasha Pirk-Musar. And this is what Elensky said. We will also work out all other points of the peace formula and prepare a comprehensive plan that will be on the table before our partners. It is very important for us to show a plan to end the war that will be supported by the majority of the world. This is the diplomatic path we are working on. So the New York Times is saying that he's preparing battle plans to present to NATO. But Elensky, over the past couple of days, he has been talking about putting together a peace plan. The actor has been given a new script, a new part to play. Peacemaker. He probably saw the debate, and his team saw everything that was happening with Biden, and they were probably like, oh boy, this is bad. This is really, really bad. So yeah, he's shifting. He's been told to shift. I don't know if we can say he is shifting, but he has definitely been told to start to shift his position a bit. And that's what we're seeing. He talked about a peace plan at the EU meeting the other day, where he signed the security deals, and he is now talking some more about putting together some sort of peace plan. Yeah, but for Russia, they don't recognize Zelensky as the legitimate leader of Ukraine. So I'm not sure how valid any peace plan he puts together really is. That's what Elensky is up to. This is the diplomatic path we are working on, he said. Now he's speaking about diplomacy, Elensky. Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's starting to rain now. Yeah, now it's really starting to rain. All right, I'll be right back. Let me find a place to finish off this video. I am soaked, man. Wow, that came all of a sudden, that rain. And I think more rain is going to come. So I got under those trees over there, and then I made my way over to this place. But man, I am soaked. Okay, so let's finish this video. And where was I? Elensky talking peace. Wouldn't it be something? He's been given a new script, right? But wouldn't it be something if, here's a scenario, they get rid of Biden, they put someone else in, that someone else then finds an off-ramp to Project Ukraine, somehow finds an off-ramp with the Middle East just in time for the elections, and that new candidate can talk about how they came in, replaced Biden, and fixed everything up. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but can you imagine if that's one of the scenarios that could be playing out? Possible. It's possible. Look at all the timing. Look at all of the timing that's happening here. The Biden debate. They knew Biden was going to do poorly. They knew it. That's why they timed the debate right before the convention. Maybe they didn't give him the right medication. Who knows? Maybe they gave him some placebos or something, and Biden was awful. And at the same time, they're telling Elensky to talk about peace. They may be lining up the new candidate for the Democrats, put everything in place so that this new candidate can sweep into the White House on a platform of solving all of the most difficult problems over the past couple of years. Capable, young, new leader. Possible. It's possible. It's a long shot, but I'm just throwing it out there. So we have this report that came out claiming that the Pentagon is very worried about a conflict in Lebanon, and the fear is that if there is a conflict with Hezbollah, that Russia might be arming the Houthis with sophisticated weaponry. And the Pentagon is very worried about this. U.S. officials concerned Israeli offensive on Hezbollah could drag in Russia. U.S. intelligence claims Russian President Putin asked Saudi Arabia permission to arm Yemen's Houthis with cruise missiles. Well, you guys should have thought about this before you helped the Ukraine military launch those ATACMS into Crimea and hit a beach. You guys should have thought about the retaliation. And so now they're worried. Now they're worried about what Russia is going to do. Can you imagine the Houthis with Russian weaponry? They're already hitting ships and tankers and stuff like that. Can you imagine if the Houthis had Russian cruise missiles? Is that even possible? Boy, would that cause all kinds of problems for the collective West. They didn't think through the whole targeting Crimea with ATACMS thing, did they? They really didn't think it through. The Biden foreign policy whiz kids, they put American lives in danger by helping Ukraine target Crimea. And Russia promised that they will retaliate. So the ICC, they're backing off of the arrest warrant for Netanyahu and the Israeli defense minister. They're backing off. Did I call this? Did I not call this? I may have called this in a kind of roundabout way a couple of days ago in my video update from the park. Yeah, I talked about the ICC warrant against Shoigu and Yerasimov, and I said that this was the ICC's way of taking off some of the pressure from the United States that they were putting on the ICC because it was thinking about it, was considering, it was investigating an arrest warrant against Netanyahu and the Israeli defense minister, and the ICC. They were getting threats from U.S. senators against the ICC judges and even the family and friends of the ICC. Don't you dare issue an arrest warrant against Netanyahu. On the flip side, the rest of the world is pressuring the ICC. You have to issue an arrest warrant. What good are you if you don't issue an arrest warrant against Netanyahu? And so the ICC was in a box. They were in quite the pickle. And so I said in my video update a couple of days ago, when they issued, it seemed like it came out of the blue, out of nowhere. When they issued the arrest warrants against Shoigu and Gerasimov, I said, yeah, something smells fishy here. The ICC, they're working with the U.S. to figure out a way out of this mess. And my thinking was that the neocons, they told the ICC, look, issue an arrest warrant after the whole Crimea beach attack. We need to get some pressure off of us, so and demonize Russia. So issue an arrest warrant against Shoigu and Gerasimov, and we'll see what we can do to lessen the pressure on you guys at the ICC. Maybe take back our threats. But you also have to walk back the whole Netanyahu arrest warrant. Quietly walk it back, and that's what we're getting. They're quietly walking it back. From what I understand, the UK put in a petition to delay the possible judgment against Netanyahu and Gallant. The delay came after the ICC allowed the UK to submit legal arguments against the jurisdiction over the issue. According to court documents made public on Thursday, the UK filed a request with the ICC on June 10th to provide written observations on whether the court can exercise jurisdiction over Israeli nationals in circumstances where Palestine cannot exercise criminal jurisdiction over Israeli nationals under the Oslo Accords. Yeah, I think I called this. That's what the whole Shoigu-Gerasimov thing was all about. Trying to figure out a way to help the ICC, help the US, help the ICC, and they worked out this kind of agreement. Okay, let's do some clown worlds and we will wrap this video up. First clown world. Let's start walking towards towards Kitai Gorad. First, oh, there's a concert here. Here's the concert. First clown world, Pirate Schultz. Pirate Schultz cut himself shaving. That is why he has that big Band-Aid on his chin. That is what the German government is running with. According to Bild, everyone is asking, why is Olaf Scholz sporting this huge Band-Aid on his chin? And Bild is saying that Olaf Scholz has been getting very little sleep, and he's been rushing off from meeting to meeting, and he woke up one morning with a few hours of sleep, and he's very stressed, and he has to get to meetings, all of these important meetings, Pirate Schultz, and he cut himself shaving. Yep. Marozhne. That's why he has that Band-Aid right on his chin. Kind of like the eye patch, which he got from a running accident. He fell as he was jogging. Pirate Schultz. And in the photo, the photo that Bild put up, Pirate Schultz looks like, I don't want to be mean, man. I don't want to be mean, but that photo looks very Lord of the Rings like, doesn't it? Oh man, Pirate Schultz. Arg. I cut myself shaving, matey. Yeah, I cut myself shaving. Oh boy. Final Clown World. So there was this this post, I think this was on TikTok. Someone in Kiev, I think. They put together this photo of a tray of delicious McDonald's food, and they wrote on this photo, Russia, do you have this? Trying to troll Russia, to make fun of Russia because of the sanctions. And Russia now doesn't have McDonald's. Huge loss. Huge loss, huh? They don't have McDonald's anyway. The purpose of this photo was to make fun of Russia. But but man, this photo in the back, in front of the, well, in back of the tray of food, right in front of the camera, from where this photo was taken, you can see the Ukraine military recruiters pulling someone up off the street, most likely to send that person to the front lines. So there's a tray of McDonald's food. The photo has the words, Russia, do you have this? And you have in the foreground, in the background, however you want to look at it, you have the military recruiters trying to mobilize someone to go to the front lines to be annihilated. This is actually a horrible photo when you think about it. The symbolism behind this photo is horrible. But there is symbolism behind this photo. The symbolism is that this photo pretty much sums up Project Ukraine. This photo sums up the whole Project Ukraine in that Ukraine sacrificed their country so that they can eat McDonald's, so that they can be part of the collective West. And what is the collective West? A tray of fast food, a tray of McDonald's junk food. When I saw that photo, I was saying this photo is very representative of the entirety of Project Ukraine. It symbolized, it sums up Project Ukraine. I wonder if the person that was taking this photo has realized this. I doubt it. They obviously didn't realize the mobilization that was going on right in front of this person as they were putting together this troll against Russia. But wow, what a picture. A picture is worth 1,000 words. That's what this photo is all about. Anyway, that's the video, everybody. The Duran.locals.com. We are on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Telegram, Rockfin, and Twitter X. And go to the Duran shop. Use the code football24 to get football merch, and also look for our limited edition merch as well. The link is in the description box down below. Take care.